guys, welcome back to the channel. Your hostess with the mostest here, @Blue, and you are watching CreatorSim. I hope everyone is having an awesome day. So today's video is an apartment build, and we're here in 702 ZenView. Now I love the name of this apartment, and I don't know if that's just because it's the area code for the phone numbers in my hometown, Las Vegas, but I love this lot. I ran into my first glitch at this lot. So apparently, and I guess this is a common thing, but I've never had it happen before until I went to do this lot. I guess you have to delete the staircase in the coinciding apartment because they run right next to each other, and for whatever reason it makes it so you can't edit the house. Had no idea until just like a week ago. So yeah. So after I figured that out though, I dove right in and I had an idea for this build. I just really wanted it to be, I wouldn't use the word plain, but just very relaxed, very kind of dulled down. I wanted to use kind of like a muted color scheme. So we're here in the kitchen, that's where we started, and I'm so upset that we don't have cabinets for the island living kitchen set. Thank goodness we finally got the islands, but we don't have cabinets, so I went ahead and added those shelves there, and then I'm using this nifty trick where you just go ahead and switch the diagonal floors we got with the vampire pack, and I think it looks so good. So I was really happy with the flooring, and again it kind of just went ahead and complemented all those soft tones so nicely. I was trying to find a good staircase railing and a way to sort of like blend it in a little bit, and I don't know, I landed on that, which isn't like a dull down or oaky wood color at all, or I guess maybe, I don't know, it's a darker wood, but I kind of just had in mind I wanted to use a lot of wood tones. I didn't clutter this place up too much like I normally do. It's fairly open and clean and neat. Now I was so annoyed about the backing of the refrigerator, but with the placement of the countertops, I couldn't like put a half wall behind it like I normally would, and plus I wanted to see the back of the cabinet. So I go ahead and I add the Eco Lifestyle bookshelf that we got with that pack, and I love it so much. And I hope that kind of like hides it a little bit. Also, I go ahead and I shrink down, these little wall accent pieces to kind of mute it as well. It doesn't hide it all the way, but I'm fine with it. I just didn't want it to be an obvious backing. There wasn't really anything to completely like fill it up, so this was fine. It came out decently well, I think. I was actually really pleased with the kitchen. And then I do go ahead and I make my own cabinets because I wanted it to kind of be enclosed. I wanted an open floor plan, but I did sort of want it to have its own like separation, you know, from the rest of the room. And I love that little cactus wall plant we got too with the Eco Lifestyle. This is a lot of Eco Lifestyle stuff in this pack because all the stuff just looks so good. And I went ahead and I stripped down those pictures there. I love them. I wish we had a physical decoration object for them where they just like sat up there. I wish we had more picture frames. I hope we get a new stuff pack soon, and I really hope it's like themed around, gosh, I don't even know. I want picture frames so badly. More picture frames instead of like the apple and the pear. And then I'm using the Eco Lifestyle paneling. I had the idea to do most of the downstairs with it, but I sort of just end up using it as an accent color on a couple places. So again, repeating the same interesting floor design upstairs. I think it comes out really well. And now we're just starting to furnish a little bit. I decided to go with an apartment build this time around because lately I've been working on some really big projects and they're so fun and I love them, and I just have fun with them, but it takes forever to get it up on the channel or to share with you guys, so I figured I'd do a quicker little apartment build, which I wrapped up in about a day. And then I've been pretty lazy, so it's been a couple days now, and I'm doing the voiceover and editing today, so you guys should have this up on the channel here pretty soon for ya. And I love that wall shelf too. It's just, it was too big at its full size, so I sized it down a bit. I did run into some issues. I'm adding some decorations just because I wanted to jump to the original placement spot. So, I mean, that's an easy fix. You just move the shelf off the wall and try your best to match it up. And then I went ahead and I used that plant as a centerpiece. I want more plants as well. Like more potted vase plants, you know, that can go on countertops or tables or things like that. And I'm feeling like I need some more pictures, but luckily you guys have these amazing creations on the gallery. I did not use any gallery wall art this time, which I think would have complemented it really well, but I don't know, I just wanted to keep this build pretty simple. I do plan on uploading this to the gallery. I'm either going to do the first and second floor all in one and just like delete the walls for the doors, and hopefully it doesn't mess up like the decor stuff too much, and then you guys can just go in and place a quick wall and a door down. Or I'm thinking about just going ahead and uploading the rooms individually, and then you guys can kind of puzzle it together. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah, hopefully this is on the gallery by the time this is uploaded, and I will make sure to keep that linked in the description for you. And here we are in the main guest bathroom. And I really love, I think that is also, no, that's from Tiny Living. So the Tiny Living and the Eco Lifestyle Pack are some of my favorite packs for the Build By menu stuff. And this is the first time I did that. I took the half circle rugs that it's like for a doormat, like for the front of the door, but I thought they kind of worked for this bathroom. And I haven't been feeling some of the rugs lately, so it was just something new I tried, and it worked. I liked it. I was pleased. And then for whatever reason, the apartment, I couldn't put anything on this wall, and I noticed that too with a couple of the other rooms. If it's like close to the edge of the building and the apartment, it doesn't like line up. So see, none of the pictures I can get over. So I just end up throwing the shelf there, which it works. I just feel like the wall behind the shower was pretty plain, but I go ahead and add this tile just to the back wall, and I think it adds a little something something, so pretty good. And I did go ahead and I added a bedroom downstairs just because the layout of this apartment is a little interesting in a sense of it's hard to make it not what it already was, if that makes any sense. You kind of have to place the stairs in a very similar way that they are when you first go into the lot, just because the upstairs of the apartment is not directly above it, if I'm making any sense. If you're familiar with the lot, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and add a bedroom down here for maybe like a teen girl, which it is. The family I made, I did end up making this a teen girl's bedroom. I don't know, I think it works. She's away from her folks in the sense of like her room is down here and away from their bedrooms and stuff, so like she doesn't have to hear her little brother playing or anything like that. And she's close to the kitchen. What teen does not want to be close to the kitchen? I'm such like a midnight snacker. I mean, I'm not a teen, but I'm a young woman and I love to grab myself a midnight snack. So I don't know, I thought it worked out. And so here's what I was talking about with the, I just went ahead and I lifted up the island living countertops, and I actually think that looks really good. Now, it took me a second to go ahead and get the lighting right, because there's just this huge shadow on the back of the counters, but I really just love the wood on the island living counters. Like, I cannot wait. I hope they give us cabinets. In fact, I wish all of the counters and cabinets had matching. They just had like a set of them, you know what I mean? Because there's plenty where we have cabinets for, but no, it has no like countertops that match and vice versa. Yeah, so I just like everything to be very uniform. And I'm not the most pleased with the entryway area. I didn't have a lot of space to work with, and the dining table I just kind of went ahead and like threw there as an afterthought because I gave them so much island seating up at the island. So I thought maybe I'd just go ahead and add a little table there, and that was before I decided to build a family of 4. But I think it's fine. I mean, let's see, I think we're not looking at it now, but I think there might be 4 stools on the island sitting. So like 7 Sims, almost a full household could sit in the eating area, and like someone can hang out on the couch. You know, that's normal, I think. Okay, so just adding up this, or adding what I can to this entryway area, which I couldn't do the most for. And I love the new update we got with the doors. The only thing that I hate is the apartments, because now, yeah, you can't do anything with the apartment doors. Of course, we already knew that. Can't do anything with the apartment doors or windows. I just really wish that front door was just like a little bit more centered. And of course, that's only because I put the staircase there. And I added the wall just to make some sort of like separation there and like a hallway, but I don't know, I think it looks good. And I did go ahead and add a washer and dryer on the back patio, which I think is actually really realistic in the sense of my apartment. My laundry was on the back patio, and I hated it only because it wasn't like this cool like skyscraper apartment. It was just, I mean, luckily it was a second floor. I would have really loathed it if I was on the first floor, but I did live on the second floor, so I had some sort of like separation, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to have to step outside to do your laundry. So, but I did that to fix these Sims. And only because I added a bunch of laundry, or I planned on adding laundry baskets for decor, so I figured we couldn't really do that without the washer and dryer. Now, I'm actually not sure if the kids or like the Sims like make dirty laundry, if there's not a way to wash the laundry on the lot. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so now we are in the little boys' room area, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It took me a while to get where I wanted to get, but with the Journey to Batu stuff, I love the masculine builds we're able to make. So I used a bunch of like little like not a bunch, but I used like the BB-8 unit and a little R2 and the helmet. I just think it looks boyish. It looks accurately boyish, you know. And I think these really work for boy kids rooms because I feel like all the kids stuff is really, really loud and just bright colored. I mean, it's really fun, but I don't think it's realistic for how kids rooms are today. I don't know if you've ever been on like Pinterest and like look at like, so I have a Pinterest board and it's called Impending Parenthood, but essentially I save like all cutesy like parent tips or like nursery kids room decor ideas for, you know, when hopefully inevitable happens and I have children of my own. But yeah, I think like the Star Wars stuff looks so good, especially with like we got these like stuffed Ewoks and stuff. So I kind of made it like a little teddy bear up on the bed. And then I go ahead and give him some posters and stuff, and I do add a mirror behind this this wall thing here, and I think it looks kind of neat and very boyish. And of course, a laundry basket. I gave him a voodoo doll for whatever reason, just because, I don't know, it's kind of like a childish looking object, I suppose. But again, not too loud or anything like that. And of course, that is one of the bookcases from Eco Lifestyle, one of the ones you can create yourself. I think you have to have the debug option on to get these stuff. Oh, and again, I try and mention this in all my videos, and I always like add the cheats that I use in the description of my videos as well. Make sure you've always got all your cheats on. We're not just downloading my lots, but I think it's a good rule of thumb when downloading any lots off the gallery to have your move objects on, your show hidden objects, show live edit objects, and also the unlocks entitlement. Now, I'm not really sure if you can't get those things or if they disappear when placing the lot, but I know without the move objects on, things will move around on you. So I can't build without the move objects on. So just always keep that in mind when downloading, again, mine or anybody else's stuff. Now, this bathroom, the layout was a little funky, and I didn't really get any good screen captures just because the layout is weird. And I'm kind of thinking it's too like bright. I do add a dark flooring, and that was why, because I wanted it all to be, again, we're sticking to this kind of like neutral tone theme, I suppose. It ends up coming out pretty good. I go ahead and I take some wall decals, and I sort of make like a bathroom like tile essentially. Oh, and then I add this little sitting area. I actually haven't play tested this. I don't know if your sim will sit in it or not, but I thought it was just a kind of cute thing to add in the corner. Like, this is like a little study nook. You could sit in the window and read a book or do your homework at the desk or work or whatever. And I love doing these, like, I call them gallery walls. I'm not really sure if there's a term for it specifically, but this is what I mean. Like, I love cluttered up areas of family pictures or things like that. So, and I think that picture that I used in the hallway, the blue one, I thought it worked really well. It added a little bit of pop of color, and I think it matched with the neutrals pretty well. Okay, so here we are in the what is teen bedroom, which I think is actually pretty realistic with the bed up against like the corner, because I know I was like that when I was a teenager. I just wanted the most space in my room as possible. So even though I knew it was easier to like make your bed and like things like that, but I always had my bed like up in the corner against the wall, which is an inconvenience when it's time to like change your sheets and stuff like that. But then I had more floor space and I liked it. And so she's got her own desk area, and I shrunk down the bookcase too in the corner. Again, I have not place tested. I am not sure if it is functional. I hope it is. Then I gave her a plan, and then I know that the Sims can't watch TV in bed, which I think is ridiculous, because I'm pretty sure in at least 2 or 3, your Sims were able to lay in bed and watch TV, or at least sit on the edge of the bed. And I think in The Sims 4, they only sit on the side of the bed or like stand. So I know that this isn't realistic and the Sims probably won't use it. Or I'm sure they can still use it. They'll just like stand and watch, I'm sure, or sit and like have their head turned. But I thought it was realistic for a teen girl. So she's got her desk set up, she can do homework or whatever, and then she can just lay in bed and watch TV. And honestly, it's sort of a similar setup I have here at my parents' house, except my desk is under the TV and my bed is across from that. Oh, so I do add some stuff to the bookcase, and again, when you shrink these things down, everything wants to jump to like the original like slots in the item. So, and when I gave her like the little nifty knitting, I think that's called it looks like a loom. I don't actually think that's a loom, because I think, yeah, but I don't know, that thing from Nifty Knitting. Like maybe she's craftsy, you know, she does some stuff. Okay, where is this? Okay, so this is the master bath I believe we're in now, which I'm actually very happy with the way it ends up turning out. It is one of my favorite rooms in the house, and actually the whole like master suite area, the master bedroom and the master bath, I really, really love. I went ahead and used like the corner. I hope I don't switch that. No. Okay, so I used the corner shelf to kind of just add like a little bit of a separation between his and her sinks. I do this thing with the mirror. I know it clips a little bit, but I thought it looked pretty good. And I go ahead and I fit that shower in just right so the back of it is covered ever so slightly, and then I went ahead and used I believe that one's from, yeah, the tub for sure is from Jungle Adventures, and I'm pretty sure the shower came with that pack as well. And I just love the brass finishing on the hardware, so, or the faucets, whatever. And of course you need blinds. I'm really bad about adding blinds and curtains into my builds, even though it is so realistic, especially if you live in an apartment complex, or like if your house like overlooks a street, you probably want some sort of privacy. So I did go ahead and add some blinds in this build. This room is fun. I decided to kind of make like my own like headboard, and I think it came out pretty well. What I do at the top of it is it's weird, and I'm not even the biggest fan of this plant. I think it would have looked cuter if I maybe used a different plant, but I think it turns out really well. And I like the aerial lighting too. Like that's one of my favorite wall lights. Okay, so I add these little guys. They're wall plants. And yeah, I stick them up top, and I don't know, I like it. I really like this room. And then I go ahead and I take the university closets, and I know that this closet probably clips into the other apartment, which I haven't been in, so I don't know if you can see it on the other side, but I kind of make like my own little like closet area. And then I go ahead and at the end too, I haven't done it quite yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in and add like the hanging clothes rack, so it looks like it's some sort of clothes in the mirror area. And then I love doing this with this lamp from Tiny Living. I just add a plant on the bottom of it. And here we are with the eco lifestyle paneling. I thought it would look really cute as an accent wall. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and add a TV on this wall, which of course the Sims are just gonna stand up and look at. I really wish they would sit at the edge of the bed, but it's the most realistic in my opinion. So we're just adding some clutter items. I do love this room a whole lot. And I'm trying to keep in mind like the rule of odd numbers, in the sense of when like you clutter. I know you're supposed to like decorate in odd numbers, or if you have something on a shelf, you know, you either want 3 or 5 or 7. And I agree, I do think it looks better. So I added about like 3 things on each side. And I just think it comes out so nice. I love this room. And the sunlight comes in really pretty too. I didn't really get any good pictures with my Sims sort of playtesting it. And the lighting just doesn't come in the same either in build mode. But you know what, we're just about done here. I'm doing some finishing touches, but we're going to be coming across this capture soon. Let's see. Oh, we've still got a minute with each other, if you guys don't mind. Oh, that's right, I still haven't done the patio area. So next we're going to go out on the balcony. I know I added the washer and dryer, but there's no sitting areas out there yet. But I go ahead and just add, oh wow, there's so many places to sit in this build. I go ahead and I add the Tiny Living like counter height table, the round one. It's one of my favorite tables in the game actually. I had that in the patio, and just I clutter up some plants, and I add a rug outside of the washer and dryer. You guys will see that in a minute. Right now I'm just trying to figure out how to make these bookcases not look identical. So you can tell all like the books or records, whatever, magazines, whatever is on the bookcase. And of course we have to add more plants, and I'm really frustrated, so I go ahead and I add like a picture onto that table, and for whatever reason, even though I set it on the table and then like move it into position I want and then move the table back, it floats just like ever so slightly. So I'm gonna have to fix that with the tool mod before I upload that to the gallery, because I just noticed it today when I went to go in and take some screen captures at some different angles. Oh, and I love doing this wall lighting. I think it adds like the prettiest, well, I guess just like lighting to the wall. I think it really makes a difference. And I was trying to, and I guess it wouldn't work with that wall there, but I really wanted to like turn these over on their sides so they were vertical to kind of hide the pegs for those wooden wall decorations. I just end up going in with a debug thing, I think, and it looks just fine. This is what I mentioned earlier though. I go in here with this wall decor and I kind of make like my own shower tile. I think I add like an incense or candle in there as well. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, so here we are on the back patio. Like I said, we're just going to do some plant decor. And I don't know why, I really love the washer and dryer area. Like, I don't know, it's so cute. It's so simple, but I really think it's cute. And so yeah, this is the Eco Lifestyle table I was talking about. It's one of my favorite tables in the game. And I've been using these base game bar stools a lot lately. I just really like them, and they're really versatile too. So they go with a bunch of stuff. And then I took a bunch of hanging plants as well that we got in the Nifty Knitting pack, and I hung these up. The balcony as a whole, I just really, really love, and I think it's like a nice, quiet, peaceful looking spot for me with the parents. You can come out and have like a nice dinner, you know, while the kids are inside, maybe eating and watching TV or whatever. But we are almost done here, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble on for 20 minutes. You guys are the best. And I hope everyone is keeping safe and doing well. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy. You know, all my love to you and your loved ones. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for your support and how you guys always comment and interact with me, and I love the engagement I get from you guys. It makes me so happy. It makes me love what I already love doing, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you guys, you just make it worth it, I suppose. But again, thank you so much. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment, ask any questions or whatever. I love chatting with you guys. But again, this was AspenBlue, your hostess with the mostest on CreatorSim. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk soon. Bye.